Well, hello my darlings, a huge warm welcome back to my channel. My name is Taiye Brown. Today we have got a Zara haul. I popped into my local Zara because I actually went to get my teeth whitened. As busy working mums or busy mums or just women, sometimes we're multitasking, doing lots of things for lots of people, but not always enough for ourselves. And I really wanted this year to be the year where I just take my time and book in one or two things just for myself. There was a Zara not far away and I thought I'd pop in and just try on a few things and film it for you guys. I did of course come away with some bits. I'm going to... Sorry, that's my dog. Hold on a minute, I think I have a delivery. Okay, that was an Amazon delivery, but that is for another day. As I was saying, I got a few bits from Zara, so I'm going to talk you through what I got and just generally what the Zara collection is looking like. So aviator style jackets, aviator style bomber jackets, they are everywhere this season. They're super on trend, but the style that's really on trend at the moment is this sleeveless aviator style jacket. And I tried on this one from Zara and it was absolutely beautiful. Now I think Zara did this already in the black. This time round in the new collection, they have brought it out in a brown, which of course is in keeping with a lot of the color palette that we've been seeing last year and that we're seeing this year. Is a lot of neutrals, yes, but going into those warmer browns and camel tones. So if you've really been investing in that, then this will really complement a lot of your pieces that you may already have in those color tones. So this is a great jacket to play around with proportions and balance out those proportions if you are someone who likes to wear, for example, faux leather leggings or just a pair of leggings, maybe tucked into a pair of chunky boots or knee-high boots. Chunky knee-high boots. And then something like this faux shearling gilet on top would be absolutely beautiful. Because it's sleeveless, you may obviously in this weather have to layer up a little bit, but because it's oversized, it would go really well with a leather jacket. Then I tried on a pair of striped trousers. Stripes are also a trend that are everywhere. I think this collection Zara really have hit the nail on the head when it comes to trends. They're really a little bit more trend focused. Of course, you can always find some of your classics like a blazer or ankle length trousers that Zara always do so well. So stripes we think of typically in that Breton style, but actually the pinstripe is super on trend this year, especially when combined with tailoring. So these trousers are absolutely spot on. I'm a size 14 to 16, a UK 14 to 16. So I would say a large, extra large, I flip between the two. This was an extra large and it fit fine on the waist. It was sort of baggy everywhere else. And these trousers were $29.99. They had a really flattering front dart detailing. So again, these trousers are going to be great if you did want to use them for work. I love the versatility of the fact that you could have it for work, but then transition it into the weekend or off duty just by changing up how you style it. And of course, the vertical stripes, which in itself is going to be quite elongating. So a lovely pair of trousers. I think there was a matching blazer. If there is, I will link it down below. I'll link everything that I'm wearing, including this jumper. It's a beautiful cricket style cable knit jumper. I have actually done a couple of edits of some of the most beautiful cable knit jumpers and cricket style jumpers that are currently on the market. So I've curated a little edit over on my Like to Know It. I'll link them as well down in the description box. And follow me over my Like to Know It because I do post a lot of fashion content on there. Now, darlings, the next item I had to bring home with me. It was so beautiful. Now, sticking with stripes, I talked already about your classic stripes, and I definitely have a weakness for the classic stripe, and this is my latest acquisition of a beautiful striped cardigan. It's in a navy blue, but rather than a white, it's more of an off-white creamy color, which I find is a softer color pairing with navy rather than something that's too harsh. And to be honest, what I really thought when I saw this was my navy ankle length trousers from Zara, which I love, I wear to death. They are the most versatile pair of trousers. They go great with heels for work. They go beautifully well with trainers. I could wear this now with a pair of jeans. If I can find a more creamy colored pair of jeans, I think they would be lovely. I could wear them laid with a dress later in spring when it's a little bit warmer, but you still need some sort of layering. They'll be great also over the shoulders with a trench coat. There's so many different styling ideas. It's got that heavy weight to it, which feels really good quality for the price, which is $35.99. I get a lot of questions about my hangers, by the way. I will link them if they are still in stock as well. They're beautiful sort of pearl detail hangers. So yes, I will link that down in the description box as well. Let's move on to the next item. I did say that Zara often do these classic blazers, and next up is a great example of that. It was a textured blazer in a ecru color, white sort of color. It was absolutely stunning. I had to try it on. Now this I tried on in an extra large, which was the largest size, and it was such a snug fit. So do be mindful of that it actually comes quite small, quite fitted, especially around the shoulders. So if you're quite broad shouldered as I am, or even broader shouldered, you're probably going to struggle with this blazer. It was a shame that it didn't come. A lot of the Zara blazers will come in an XXL, but this didn't. This only stopped in an XL. So considering this is the biggest size, and I often wear 1 or 2 sizes down from the biggest size, I mean, I don't understand that sizing. It's very, very strange. The other thing that was strange about it was the price. It was $69.99. You could see that on the tag where it said in pounds $69.99, but you could see the euro tag behind it. That was, I think, 55 euros. Well, 55 euros is only about 47 or 48 pounds. And I just find it absolutely shocking and a little bit rude that it can be sold in Europe for 55 euros, which is 47 pounds or 48 pounds, and then comes over to England and then they just put a new sticker over it for 70 pounds basically. Color brown and camel is a classic trend. Super trendy at the moment, but super classic for those of us who like our neutral dressing. Anyway, it's such a warm, beautiful color. I found this camel colored knit, which I think will be a great option if that's something that you want to get into. Perhaps you've been going more for darker colors and you want to lighten up. Camel often is a really good way. Super flattering for most skin tones. And this was a high neck. I think it was probably more roll neck, but on the website it is described as a high neck camel sweater, and I just loved it. I didn't buy it because I actually already have quite a few different roll necks of different colors, and I do have a lovely camel jumper, which I'm trying to think if I've shown you. I think I showed you in my H&M, my latest H&M haul, and I tried it on in an extra large and it was $22.99. Having left the Zara and going online to find all the codes and links, I have now realized it's actually part of a knit set. So there's a beautiful matching knit skirt, and I think that is $19.99. Something like a knit set I always find is a super versatile but also comfy option. If you're someone who works from home, something like the roll neck and the knit skirt are lovely, because then obviously you can wear them as separate and you can style them in so many different outfits. Now, when I was in my local Zara store, I actually also had a couple of orders that I had to pick up. Now, this has got to be one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite candle from Zara, and it is the Amalfi Sunray candle. That sort of lemony scent that's super fresh. It's absolutely beautiful. It's often what I have burning at my work desk. If you like to support small businesses, you like to support female-owned businesses, you like to support British-based businesses, then I couldn't recommend the Noir Candle Company enough. They produce the most beautiful candles. I love the packaging. It's all black, which is just so sleek. But this Zara candle, it does hold a special place in my heart. I absolutely love it. So this is Amalfi Sunray. The next thing that I got from Zara, I also came home with. It is one that I could not resist. Let me show you. It is the most beautiful double-breasted blazer. It is in an oatmeal color, and it's got very light flecks, speckled. So rather than just one plain dimensional color, it's got about 2 or 3 different colors in there, but very subtly, which means it's going to be super versatile. You know, I always look for that. It's going to be beautiful with white, but it's got some of those camel colors we're talking about, tan sort of tones as well, a little bit of gray on there as well, so I think that would pair quite nicely with gray. The reason I actually got this was because it's a wool blend, and that is something that I want to start investing in more, are wool blazers. It was originally $79.99 and it's been reduced to $29.99, and this is an XL. Now, I tried to find this online. I'll have to have another look because I'm not sure if it was reduced because it was actually on the sale, because a lot of the others weren't. But, you know, I just thought, I'll take it. Ask no questions, or ask questions later. It also really reminded me of blazers like the Frankie shop blazers. Not so much in the cut. That is a really exaggerated, oversized blazer, which I don't think is my personal style. But it still has some oversized vibe about it, which I think would be great for styling. Then I thought that this would be a good option, and I'll link maybe a couple others as well. And the final thing was this handbag that you would have seen me styling with a couple of the pieces, which, to be honest, I picked up because it was new collection and I wanted to just style it up with a few of these pieces. If you're still looking for a nice neutral handbag, this is actually a really good option. So again, I'll link that down below because it's going to go with multiple things. Being in a nice neutral color like that, it's going to obviously go with lots of things and be super versatile. If you haven't seen my latest H&M haul, I'm going to link it up for you, and also look out for some of the videos I'll be putting up shortly on micro trends, but also key pieces to see you through from winter into spring that are really classic and help to elevate and refresh your wardrobe as well. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.